I wonder how badly I'm gonna play this because I haven't played it in like, what, like a week or two?
Just remember to dodge the circle.
Yeah. Okay, so it did. It went back to the place I was.
Started at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Got empty crates here. And it looks like they took the ones they didn't clean out. Smash and grab. They were moving fast. They didn't want the non-lethal stuff. They passed up with smoke grenades,
Hey, Big
flashbangs.
Mike. Oh.
There's a fenced-off room here. They didn't bother with. There. They blew the locks to get in. Demons. Stay here. We did both of them,
All right. So,
Find cover.
I finished editing together what Minecraft videos we did have ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
and I worry about getting them uploaded. I'm getting them. I'm like they're gonna take priority because the first week of there's no for sure. I know for sure. I didn't do the math on that wrong. I did the math on that right, and I second guessed myself, and I fucked it up. That's kind of gonna annoy me, but it's in the past. I'm trying to not let it bother me because I made the mistake. But I would like to say that had you decided to tell me that, earlier this week, that'd have been great.
I did notice earlier this week, friend.
Your timing is impeccable.
I noticed today.
'Cause I did the math on it like several times. And I set them to go up. How did I mess that up? I'm the one who scheduled them. How did I mess that up?
We're all only human, friend.
No, fuck that. You're human. I'm above that.
I mean, I suppose.
I am the one who schedules the videos. I am the one who knocks.
You. But yes, I realize you are very upset by these tournaments.
No, I'm not upset by it. I'm just confused and kind of annoyed. But I'm trying not to let it bother me. Mostly because it's in the past. Today is Friday. So
It doesn't matter. It's in the past. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
it's that damn monkey.
When I rip your fucking neck out, that'll be in the past too. I guess that won't matter either. I'm kind of getting back into the hang of it, but Jesus Christ.
How we doing?
You just start superstar?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Because my Jesus Christ is a superstar. That's why. You know, Jesus is kind of a celebrity.
He's the celebrity. Everybody knows Jesus.
Even if you choose not to believe in him, hell, even if you don't, even if you flat out don't like him, you know who Jesus Christ is. Jesus of Nazareth for those who are closest to him. Although I will say the movie Dogma like raised a really good point that logically speaking, Jesus Christ most likely had brothers and sisters, or at the very least a brother or a sister,
Yep.
because people know that Mary gave birth to Jesus as a virgin, but they were married eventually.
I mean, because by all means, do you not think a couple would eventually want to have their own children?
Or at the very least sex.
I mean, yeah.
Even if you know what, I'm doing it. I'm putting some sriracha on this PB and J.
To see if it actually goes on everything.
No,
Just because, then I suppose.
just really, yeah. It has a taste to it. In a very weird way, sriracha is very aromatic. Like when you get sriracha in your mouth, you smell it.
The game has updated since I last played it.
Multiple times actually.
I don't know what exactly changed.
There was. It crashed a lot.
Oh, okay.
This keeps up, bystanders will get shot. I gotta get in close. Hey guys, room for one more?
Like it was like the progression bar would stop. Most of it.
Oop.
You guys think I'm not wanted? Wait, the other three decides to run on time?
But when that girl get to sleeping, she get to sleeping. Like, do you feel well rested when you wake up?
I don't know if I call it that, but I feel okay.
I guess what I'm asking is like when you wake up, are you up?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, when I wake up, there's no going back to sleep for me. I wouldn't say that that's always good,
More than you.
though.
For that auction house thing. They paid me on the single beat. Which means I can spend this whole time on real stories like this.
Cause like it's just one of those things where it's like you can wake up and be up, but still be groggy and still have a ways to go before you're awake and alert.
Officer Davis.
No, I'd say I'm pretty alert whenever I wake up, if that's what you're asking, yeah.
I don't.
Very seldomly am I happy to be awake, though.
And they thrive on controversy. I don't have one. I just listen.
Weirdly, I don't get annoyed by waking up. I'm just annoyed at the fact that waking up just is going to be the same thing that it was the day before that.
Man, I'm beat. Time to head home and get some
I leveled up. Oh, I can fast travel now.
But I still feel like them putting that in that game makes it seem like the the swinging isn't as fun as it should be. Uh,
I haven't been in my apartment yet. I mean, short of like the cutscene at the very beginning.
you haven't been paying attention.
I mean, I could have went into the apartment, or I could have gone to the apartment rather. I don't know if I could have went in.
You haven't. Yeah, you haven't been paying attention.
No, I paid attention. What am I not paying attention to?
Are you at the apartment yet?
Yeah, I know that he was like evicted.
He didn't have an apartment when the game started. He didn't have an apartment. He was evicted not long after you first left. There was no apartment to go back to.
64476.
Hmm.
Because like you can call that what you want to for for the sake of
Can you at least take
game logic, but if
Thanks, Eddie.
if somebody in the real world, if somebody tell you, yeah, you getting kicked out, and then you decide to tell your friends, yeah, let's go back to my
I
place.
have to find my
Really?
spike.
Why you gonna do that? You ain't got no place. Well, you finna trick them to help you move, and that's what it is.
Driving a 30-ton garbage truck. I have years of research on that drive. Everything I've worked on since high school.
Yeah, I remember the conversation about him getting kicked out because I actually made a comment about that. Like, I made a joke about like, you know, if you don't accept help from your aunt, you're gonna be right back here, and it's gonna be really funny because she runs a homeless shelter.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, of course it's locked.
Just
People
rip it
stealing
open.
garbage. Maybe there's another way in.
Maybe there's another way.
It's not really breaking and entering if I don't break anything, right? Okay, no need to panic. Maybe they haven't dumped the trash yet. Nada. Okay, time to panic.
So does Fortnite
Sorry, is there any
not
chance
have
the
the
truck was in the garage?
Sure, I guess. Just means if he's somewhere in West Chinatown.
Great. I'm headed there now.
Hey, it's a long shot, but sometimes the guys stop for pizza before they drop off.
Really? I'll check out the pizza shop.
so does it
Any idea which one?
One of the
the
mom and
co-op
pop joints, I
campaign
think.
during
Jerry's?
Fortnite's early
No,
access?
that's uptown.
I
He's
mean
an
original
instant
Jerry's.
access if you see a friend
right.
in
No, started with an L.
I can't like I know that there are people out there
Uh,
losing their shit over Fortnite, but I would say in the world of games
wait, I think I see the trucks.
that people have lost their shit
There's
over.
some trucks close by.
World of Warcraft was one.
Stuff's not here.
Um,
Has to be another
Rocket
truck.
League was another. Overwatch was another, and now this. There have been a lot of games that the world has like gone batshit over,
Interesting smell.
and I can't necessarily say that I care
Lonely home.
that much.
Not there either, huh?
You sure they were around here?
Well, the guys might have switched routes due to the upcoming Osborne rally. If your pickup was on Route 35, they'd be dropping off at the incinerator right now.
Incinerator?
Over by Manhattan Bridge. Better hustle.
But The thing about Fortnite is
It's stupid.
I want to play
You
the
heard it here
the
first.
co-op stuff, like the PVE stuff. I want to play that, but that's not what everyone's crazy about. People are crazy about
The PvP.
the battle royale PvP, which
There's the incinerator. Hope I'm not too
I
late.
don't care about. And not that I've even made it the secret that I don't care about it.
No, it's one of the. It's one of the. Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the few games out there that he's actually like openly like, I'm playing like it. Bam, 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 bam. That's exactly what he sounded like when he said it. I was weirded out too. I was like, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "My nose is stuffy." I was like, "Oh shit, tell me something." I was scared. I was like, "God damn, everybody know that."
Skags been terrorizing the whole neighborhood the last couple of weeks. There's probably more of them on the way.
Why are you making? Oh.
again, I have less of a problem with Fortnite itself, and more so what it's done
No,
to
it's
the
the
gaming
people.
community. Well,
Mhm.
that too. Like it's more
I
like
still say,
yeah.
you know, you gotta blame Overwatch. They started it. They started it. But Overwatch probably didn't start it because there's most likely a game that came out like right before Overwatch that Overwatch was influenced by, and it just like made it better. And then Overwatch just did that. I mean, Fortnite just did more what Overwatch was
I mean,
doing.
Overwatch is literally just Team Fortress 2 with more lore.
So, and I understand that it's not like it's PvP, but it's like it's you versus Detroit versus everybody.
Because that's the thing.
Um,
The thing is you versus 100 people thing. Like I just, and once you die, that's it. Like there's no
yeah,
respawn.
it's okay to be fair. Overwatch created PUBG's necessity, and then Fortnite just like improved upon PUBG.
I mean, there's still people that try to say that PUBG is better than Fortnite or whatever the fuck.
It probably is. It looks better. Well, the thing is, like, I'm finna say some very controversial, very mean-spirited sounding things. So if you a pussy ass bitch, plug your ears for the next minute or so. I don't know how long I'm gonna talk about it. The difference between PUBG and Fortnite is mostly PUBG is like the Call of Duty of battleground games. It's kind of based in reality. It's not necessarily meant to be taken seriously, but it doesn't look silly. Whereas Fortnite
Okay, well,
is a
It's
lot
goofy as
more
fuck.
colorful. Yes, and so it's really
Like you jump
basically
off a
for
bus and
yeah.
ride shopping carts and
It takes
shit.
the piss, like it takes the piss out of everything that it's blatantly a ripoff of PUBG. But when it really comes down to it, the people who like lose their shit over Fortnite are
all
a
right.
lot of, not all of, and if you get offended by this, you're probably a part of the a lot. A lot of them are just like little pansy ass fuckboys who like
Chance I can stay
where
over?
masculine things scare them. Probably like a closet transgender little pussy ass faggot or some shit. Because goddamn, you can like colorful colors and shit like that, but when it comes down to it, you're playing one game.
Now that we're talking again,
And to be fair, like it's a very childish game. Fortnite comes off as very childish and
Can't be
kiddie
such a big
because
deal.
it's pretty, it's bright, it's
We're just
happy,
friends,
it's
right?
silly, it's
Friends crash
dumb.
on each other's
Yeah, it comes
consoles?
off as very childish,
It's not
and
weird
whereas
or anything.
PUBG really kind of comes off as like gritty and
MJ's nice.
kind of realistic. Not extremely realistic, but kind of realistic. You have normal human proportion characters in normal like real world locations. It's not, it's just not. It's not
Looks like
that.
MJ's story just
Like
got
if
published.
Team Fortress 2 was based on
They'll
anything
find
else,
somewhere else to stick.
which is probably
Probably
CS:GO,
isn't.
I'd imagine like the CS:GO is like more realistic. Like the people look like people, whereas Team Fortress 2 kind of like just kind of amplifies everything, amplifies the silly factor by like 1,000, and then
Someone left me a
fucking
voicemail. Number's
Overwatch
blocked, though.
crank that up by another 2 grand. So it's kind of like that. And it's like you take it how you want to. If you like Fortnite, fucking like Fortnite. Like Fortnite ain't hurting nobody as far as I'm concerned because I ain't got to play the bitch. But just know that like when it comes down to it, and you want to say it's better than PUBG, I disagree. I like the look of PUBG more. And to be completely honest with you, PUBG didn't have nearly the same. It didn't have the same push as Fortnite did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like again, like Fortnite, the lack of desire to play Fortnite is mostly because the people around it are trying to get everybody to play it. Like it was the same way with Rocket League. Rocket League was like everybody needed to play Rocket League. And after playing Rocket League with the first couple times, I'm like, this ain't a terrible game, but it ain't good. Like, there's nothing about Rocket League that should have like launched it into like the forefront of like this is the future. No, the fuck it ain't. Like, this ain't even a game of skill. This is a game of luck. Like, and you can argue that fact if you want to, but you can't be quote unquote good at Rocket League. You can get a handle on the controls. Like, you can get good at Street Fighter because it's consistent. Like, the moves are the same every single fucking time. But in a game where everything's floaty and flippity floppity, I said flippity floppity.
I need to get it back.
It's not as I just don't feel like you can be good at something that like that.
Better than me swinging up like a place to deploy the spider line.
The only nice thing I will say about Fortnite is that if I was to choose between PUBG or Fortnite, or I guess I don't know what other clone there is of it at this point, but I probably would play Fortnite before PUBG.
I did.
That's about it.
So what?
I would probably play Fortnite before I would play PUBG.
What is it?
I just, going off looks and the mechanics of them, I think that I like
Well, again,
Fortnite's
you like
better.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
You like Overwatch. You like the bright, colorful, and you're as gay as the day is long. So it makes sense. I'd be genuinely shocked if you picked fucking like I like PUBG. I'd be like, no the fuck. Hey, no the fuck you do not. Like, 'cause there's no game that you can compare. Like, we need one for Call of Duty. We need like a really like saccharine version of Call of Duty, just to round things out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, you know what I mean. And then eventually have one for Battlefield, like a really like super huge map, and it's basically in Cloud Choo Choo Land, and there's fucking puffs of goddamn.
Because Rainbow Six Siege is basically what I'd call a more gritty version of Overwatch / Team Fortress 2.
/ hot dog water in the biscuit flavored gravy.
If that's what you want to call it.
Just that's what I call it.
Yeah.
Hot dog water in the biscuit flavored gravy.
End of the trail. He's running. Gotta wrap him up with a web burst. Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that because I realize like
Got it.
fucking food.
Now I just need to return the fuel to the station. This little
Oh.
is useful. If I can ever find a way to
Ugh,
make this
fuck.
actually be a big help.
Barking like a motherfucker over here. What you doing?
Okay.
back where it belongs, beefed up the station security, and sent Yuri the camera footage to convict the thief. A bad day's work. This is one station that was already earning its keep. It should be safe from being shut down, especially now that the chemicals are locked away.
That didn't take long.
Oh no. Which I would like to ask, when exactly is Fortnite going to be out of, like, beta, or whatever they want to call it, to make
Oh
the
no.
PvE stuff free?
You gotta keep in mind that they still getting paid off of this.
I suppose.
Oh my gosh.
What about your gosh?
The thing I would like to be doing here.
Hey, Pete, do you remember that steam pipe explosion when we were kids? Well, that's what Mom built this station to prevent. It monitors the pressure in the pipes and pinpoints trouble spots.
There's a dangerous pressure buildup happening now. I've got to do something about it fast. Oscorp satellites take seismic images of what's under the streets.
Oh, that's that
Grab
bitch.
hard enough
Okay.
in the right spots. They can show me the high pressure points. Pressure like this usually means clogged release valves.
Is that that bitch?
Should be able to jar the clogs loose with another
That's that
round.
bitch.
Got my lenses tuned to the research station. High pressure
You
will
talk
show
to
up
her
when
at night.
it's blue.
Yeah, that's that
Okay,
bitch.
time to move.
I'm good to know.
I've got to
It's
drop on
very
that
good to
street
know.
hard to generate enough force.
So where do you want me to go?
I don't want to do it anyway.
Well, you better want me to go somewhere.
Think you know because of the internet, but never met me in my life. You don't know me, bitch. You don't know me, bitch. Hell no, you don't know me, bitch. Is that bitch? Been on my ears, damn.
Did it. That's not the only danger zone. I need to locate the other pressure points. Better hit the ground somewhere else to get a reading. I don't have much time.
I mean, according to the game, I have plenty of time.
If Oscorp was actually using Harry's station, they found the problem before it got this bad.
Who the fuck is this?
Of course, if there is an explosion, they'll blame it on Harry.
It's your worst nightmare.
Fixed it. But we're not out of the woods yet. Gotta hurry. There's the spot.
Who the fuck is DJ? No, I'm pretty sure she blocked. They not worse than being blind by a bitch, boy. There's several things worse than being blocked by.
take the pressure off. Wish it was that easy for life in general. Harry's station prevented a major explosion. Can't justify closing it down now. Not a bad day's work.
Let's see.
A long time ago.
Believer in the city's steam heating. It's better for the environment than fossil fuels, but high pressure can lead to deadly explosions. This station was designed to monitor the pressure in specific buildings.
So this particular way of heating things is better in every way except it causes explosions. Good to know.
He's really invested in preserving his mother's legacy. And who can blame him? There's been a sharp rise in the pressure in some nearby buildings. The problem seems to be caused by faulty regulators. I've got to break them off before the pressure gets too high. Then the building explodes. The city will replace the regulators I break. There's no time to do this lightly. Luckily, the regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shut should take them out. What do you bet Jameson's gonna lead his show tomorrow with a Spider-Man vandalizes building story? Can't leave any of them.
So when you're aiming while falling, you also slow down
Too many
time.
people in these buildings. No time to evacuate. It's up to me. Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix it easily.
Kind of, sort of, but not quite. Like, I think his senses are heightened, but not not necessarily kind of move at the same speed. And it only point where. Yep. Yeah, that's her. 36. Yeah, that's her. Damn. Sometimes I like to make trouble for myself.
Why do you say that?
I make trouble for myself.
Fair enough, I guess. I just wondered if there was like a specific reason. You said
I
this.
think my connections. I decided to try to find somebody
Okay.
that I used
Head
to
to the
talk
roof
to,
and make sure the pressure's vented properly.
and truth be told, there's no reason to do this. Going out of my way to do it, trying to find
Nary a peep from my
or
spider sense. Everyone's safe.
talk to them.
I better get out of here before someone asks me to pay for all this.
But here's the thing about when you and somebody
Just
fall
know
the
that you're
fuck
cutting out right now. At the moment.
I
Anyway.
told you that was gonna happen.
I was just letting you know. Sometimes you want to know these sort of things.
Um, but no, sometimes it's like, look, I'm just being real. Like if me and you stop talking for whatever ungodly reason, because Jesus Christ, what more can we? What I think I might like stab you at this point. And even then, like if I feel it was justified, never mind. What I'm saying is, when two people like legit fall out and they just ain't cool no more, it's really hard for those to like and like basically you both make it to where you can't find each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. At least in a good,
And I,
proper setting, anyway.
yeah, like a healthy human when they're upset with somebody, they go out of their way to make sure that person can't talk to them. And if they know themselves better than anybody else, they'll probably make it to where they can't talk to that person by like getting rid of contact information, all that shit. And as it stands, like that's kind of what happened. Like I walked away from somebody, and so last night I was like, fuck.
Jameson really doesn't like us.
No, Jameson doesn't like Jameson. That's what I'm accepting. And JJ Jonah just doesn't like himself. I think it's like, you know how like I don't like something,
Uh huh.
and like to me it's stupid, and it's like it's stupid. Like no, it's just dumb. It's dumb. No, no, it's dumb. But I only do that if you try to justify why it's not dumb. And I've clearly already made my decision. It's stupid. So like, understand that if like I say I don't like
Not
something,
if I'm the one who
I
tests
don't
it.
care how much you like it.
Let's see if I can
Trying to
figure it
make me see it the way you see it is not gonna end well because I'm already gonna stop listening. J. Jonah Jameson, on the other hand,
Here's my
can't
web
seem to
gadgets.
grasp that
Not exactly a
he could
keyboard.
ignore people who like
Those armed
Spider-Man,
drones are
but
working.
he's actively
They're
saying
getting close.
Spider-Man's a nuisance and a
Some
bad
destruct
guy,
skill's not working
and the
for me.
world is still
If
like
I want,
Spider-Man.
I can get
I think
Platlinum to
he
trigger the
needs
destruct mechanism.
everyone
Before
to
we go far,
because I
I'll
think he
download
needs
its data before I
the
write it.
fact that
Connect to the
he
problem.
said it, he needs
Okay.
that to carry
Get
weight,
within 10 meters
and
of
the
the
fact
drone's
that it
spouse
doesn't
position.
carry weight like seems
Close.
like it drives him crazy. So he's going out of his way to go on this campaign
Nailed it.
to
Now I
like
gotta go visit the kid
continuously
so I can
bad
stay with
talk
the others.
Spider-Man into oblivion.
But I can understand. Where the fuck did this thing go?
Ugh. Yes. Yes.
Have you gotten any kind of word about, like, the tests and stuff that were done, by the way?
Yeah, I went yeah, Wednesday.
Okay.
It was pointless.
Oh,
Like I
good.
said it would be.
Good. Good, 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 good.
I'm not mad about it, but I knew that's what it was gonna be. Ugh.
Better you than me.
Ugh.
You see it coming, did you?
Oh, I died.
You didn't die.
It's gonna take a long, long nap until my body is no more. That's all.
Nailed it. Now I've got to go visible again so I can swing to the others. Boom! Sorry, spider emergency. Sorry, drone. Put your data links on. Better you than me.
What's good? What is good? At least I heard the word good. I could be wrong.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, what?
I thought you said good.
Didn't see it coming, did you?
I might have, if I'm being completely honest.
I'm always breaking stuff.
It's AP, but not
Another one bites the
VFP.
dust.
Found job. Found it. Am I blocked? I could be blocked.
Scratch one drone.
Ooh, a couple days ago.
Are these armed drones even legal? Stealth Spidey strikes again. Stealth mode was fun, but it's not worth losing my webs on. Hopefully Oscorp will figure out armed drones in Manhattan are not a good idea. But I'm not holding my breath. Now they've got the data they need. And the stealth tech is promising. Even if it needs work.
Nope.
I think Harry Station's
He did not block me.
if they ever work the bugs out, I'll whip myself up a stealth suit.
Speaking of, I think I'm gonna switch suits to the Secret War suit.
The who?
The Secret War suit. But I'm not sure.
What you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. There's a difference between being attacked and simply not liking what someone is saying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I like basically like the way you could like the way I deal with my woman to woman relation. You could have, I guess basically I see the truth is the truth. There's a difference between someone telling you it's weak, like the way I handle things, and like they don't understand it. I mean, people say the same stuff about fucking gaming. Like there are people out there who don't understand gaming, and like anybody who genuinely like spends a lot of their time playing video games, they don't get it. All right, so there's someone would come at you and say, I don't get it. Like, what is it about video games you like? You spend all that time like and money on video games, and it's like, why? It's like y'all make yourselves mad, and just why do you do it? All right, that's not being attacked. You know what I'm saying? Even if someone said gaming is stupid, like I don't see the appeal in it. I think gaming is dumb. They're not attacking you. They're simply saying gaming to them is stupid. Now, if someone said you're dumb for playing video games, all right, that's an attack, and that person can whatever you say or do to that person, that's on them. But for somebody to be like, nah, like I don't get video games. So basically, the conversation I had with that girl, it turned into basically she felt attacked, and she felt attacked simply because she was really, really upset. Like she was like properly upset and like frustrated by the situation she had found herself in. And my basic take on it was,
When did this happen?
well, you didn't handle this in a way that would make sense to a normal person. Like a normal person would be like, da, 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 da. I'm just going off what she told me,
Right. Sorry.
and
Mm-hmm.
I could tell that
Happy to help. I'm glad
she
your daughter's
felt
safe.
attacked, like I was calling her stupid, or like I was saying they weren't doing shit. And it's like, sure, just think that we're doing nothing. I didn't say any of these things. I simply said, you're giving me information. Like you gave me information, right?
Mm-hmm.
I took the information and I extrapolated from that what I could. There's nothing else to say or do. Because I'm not saying that you're a bad person or whatever, but you get frustrated, you know, because you're already frustrated. So that's understandable. But you're already frustrated, and I think it just comes down to like you feel because I don't agree with you that I'm saying it's your fault that you're in the situation you're in. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm simply saying like you went through this because of this. You probably should have tried doing this like as soon as these signs showed themselves. And like that came off as I guess me being condescending and me being like saying that it was her fault. And I like to think was like, no, that's not what I said.
You're back already? I thought you were checking out that fire.
Right.
But were
I'm
you
on my way
talking
now.
about the specific thing that they did in a negative way or something?
No,
Thanks.
I was just asking because, again, sometimes
no,
people
I understand.
identify the things that they're associated with as being a part of them, and so it becomes personal or blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
I think when it comes down to it, like I think when it comes down to it, she knows that they were kind of at fault. Like it was kind of
Does
their
smell like there's a
issue
fire in this direction.
for like basically when it came down to it, the information they didn't
Looks like it
have,
got put out quickly.
they don't feel like it was their fault for not having it.
Use the fire escape.
They felt it was
Guess you could
somebody
count on
else's
my
fault
web
that they didn't
shooters.
have the information.
Hey, Spidey, what'd you do with
But
that fire extinguisher?
Fire
if I
extinguisher,
tell
huh?
you, Mark, I'm gonna pay the internet bill, and you know, make sure the internet doesn't get off tonight. All
Mhm.
right. If you then tell me
Extinguisher, huh?
that the internet the internet then gets cut off, and you look at it like
Doppelganger used
those
it.
fucking liars, they said if we had it paid by the night, then they wouldn't cut us off. Da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. In all honesty, all right,
You came back. I
but
can't thank you enough for saving my friend from the fire. I thought she was dead.
My
common
pleasure.
sense
Look,
would probably
I want to make
just
sure everyone's safe.
indicate
The
that.
smoke kind of got to me. Do you remember where I went next?
Sorry, I was helping my friend.
You know
I
what I mean?
think you went back up
Mhm.
there.
Thanks. Give your friend my best. Whoever faux Spider-Man is, he's helping people.
And then
What he's doing is dangerous.
if somebody were to tell you, why didn't you just call them and make sure the bill was paid, or see how much I owed on the bill? And if you would have felt like, oh, so I guess you think you like we made phone calls, they just never told us. Like, did you? Because the thing is, she told me that they didn't get it figured out until they went up to the courthouse. And it seems like to me, well, that was probably your first mistake, was not going up to the courthouse. Because again, the dude is he has a felony on his record, and people don't want to hire him because he's a felon. Yeah, it's a tale as old as time. Again, when white people complain about things that I know black people have been going through for years, I have a really, really hard time feeling that. Like, I do, and I know it's like it comes off as extra racist, but it is what it is. That's how it's the main reason why I do not feel like when people complain about getting picked on and shit because you're a boy wearing a dress to school. Like, understand, like, I'm sorry, I can't feel bad for you. You're actively doing something that people would deem weird, and you know the world around you is going to make fun of you for that. You actively choose to do it. You accept what comes with it. But people getting made fun of because they're poor, or because they're not as pretty as the next person, they don't have any control over it.
ADP.
So you'll
Standard.
excuse me if I don't feel
Easy
your
to track.
plight is equal or greater than theirs.
You got a fire suppressor on it. If I key my lenses to track its chemical signature, it should lead me right to Spider-Man 2.
Like, I agree that addiction is a disease, but if it came down to, like, well, here's the thing, like, this person is sick, and this person, these two people are both sick. One person has cancer, and the other one is suffering from withdrawal. And if you tell me that there's only room for one of them right now, the person with cancer is going to take it. And if the person who is going through withdrawal wants to get angry about it, look, you did this to you. You know, especially if they have cancer that isn't, like, smoke related.
Mhm.
Like, if they have, like, butthole cancer or something.
Butthole
These
cancer.
hot dogs smell amazing.
Your butthole just gets up and leaves.
Get free hot dogs? I never get
And
free
you
hot
just
dogs.
minus his butthole for a
That guy looks
while.
like he's been in a fight. Maybe he knows something.
Come on, man, lay off. I told you everything. The deal's going down on the roof. No lie.
Right, just you stay out of trouble.
You stay out of trouble.
Hope I'm not too late.
No, you stay out of trouble. All right. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
My doppelganger's got some skills.
And it's like, I'm not trying to make her sound like a bad person or anything. It's just that
I told you.
you know me, Mark. Like, you know how I am when it comes to
Seems like the police
people not taking responsibility for the things that they've done to themselves. Like, I'm not a fan of it. Like, in the slightest. Like, I'm not a fan of it.
That's him.
I don't know why that is. Like, I guess I believe in taking responsibility for what I've done to myself.
Excuse me. I hear someone in need.
You know what I mean?
Talk like that. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
talks
Like
like
if
that.
I'm a drug addict and I'm now in a position, I'm now in a situation
Hey
simply
guys,
because I
but
was,
not the
I
real
chose to be
Spider-Man.
addicted to drugs. I didn't try to like not take
Time to even
drugs.
the odds a little.
Um, if that becomes a problem, like I don't want that problem to like to bleed over into the lives of
I
other
got
people.
this. Go.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man? No way. You know how to fight.
Like hell, even if it, even if it isn't my fault. Like I am on, like I subscribe to the idea that if I was
Yeah,
to
but
ever
when you dress
suffer
like me, you inherit my
from
enemies. And I've got a lot of
Alzheimer's,
enemies.
and it got bad, like to the point where they had to like have me under constant surveillance so I don't wander off or anything like
You
that.
get the rest.
Like shoot me, please, because I think that's as close as we get to The Walking Dead. You feel me? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're a lot less. You're not you anymore, basically.
Because more or less at that point, you're the
I'm a
closest thing to a
hustler
vegetable
versus
without being a vegetable. Let's see.
You know, if you want to help your community, there's a feast shelter nearby. And I'm sure folks would appreciate free self-defense classes. Good idea.
I don't know where this person's shooting me from.
Rocket launchers? Hi, I'll finish them off. Tell me twice.
I do still find it extremely, funny that they are just openly using rocket launchers in the city.
the video games have a tendency to stop making sense out of nowhere, don't they?
Yeah.
One bruise at a
All
time.
right, I found who I was looking
Your heart's
for.
in the
I've
right
reached
place,
out.
but if you keep this up,
I will tell if I get a reply.
don't worry.
For what it's worth on your end, that's the most you can do.
Good call.
Mhm.
Besides,
Not
you
that
don't need
they,
a costume to make a
by
difference.
any means, not that they by any means have any reason to like want to talk to me. I'm kind of terrible. Okay. Oh. I burped. Yeah, I burped. I burped. I biggity biggity burped. Ow. Oh. Mm, mm, mm.
Good.
17, 18. Actually, just look. Just double sure.
Why is it that when I actually want a crime to show up, it won't?
Hmm.
Why is it that when I want a crime to show up, it does not?
Um.
Friends, I just
Mm.
received an update on Adrian Toombs, aka the Vulture. Apparently, this winged criminal has
Just
fallen
gotta
ill with
wait.
cancer, and he's been moved
And
to a
about wait, I don't mean just
massive
sit in one
infirmary
spot. I
retreat.
mean you gotta kind of swing
Will
around the city.
undoubtedly cost a fortune in public funds. Now let me ask you,
Well,
does
I
Platlinum
found one.
even
Now I'm just
have
waiting
an
for
infirmary in the
Jameson
rack?
to
It's a supermax prison.
finish
Well,
his
let me ask you,
podcast.
if they get sick, let nature take its course. Now I realize that's harsh, but so is my tax bill.
Thank you, Jameson.
It's kind of weird having Peter stand there, you know, just sit there and have his listen to his old boss run him down. Because like I don't know about any other person, like I don't, but I don't think any normal person would even if it was your old boss and you know that he doesn't know who it is, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think
But at
that
the end of the day,
that
he's still your old boss.
I mean, no, what I'm saying is it's still you he's talking
Yeah.
to. It's still you he's giving the business to. And you might think, well, he doesn't know it's me, so like I can't be mad at him for talking about me. But eventually you're gonna just accept that he's talking about me and you're gonna get annoyed. Like you're gonna get frustrated at the fact that this dude is just like determined to bring you down and you're actively out there. I use the word actively a lot. Actively. They're doing
Are you
reverb.
actively using the word actively?
Yeah.
Mm,
Like
good.
you're trying hard to save the city. And in most cases you know,
Are.
succeed.
Yeah.
And he can't do nothing but just run you down. It's frustrating, shoot. And I don't mean like on that whole like I'm trying my best, but literally all they're doing is like actively not fucking up on purpose. But they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. They just aren't fucking up. Like no, not that. I mean he's out there like saving the city. Like he's helping people who he doesn't people he don't know because they need help and they can't help themselves. Spider-Man is out there risking life and nutsack just to, you know, just so that New York kind of slowly becomes a much more tolerable place. I can't believe I put that whole I put that shit up. I can't believe I put that shit up like a fucking like week early.
I mean, technically, you apparently needed it at the end of the week.
Huh?
I mean, because it didn't go up today. Like, God of War didn't go up today, so you would have needed
No,
it.
the last episode was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like I knew it was over. It was like I knew the series ended on a Thursday. I just thought it was last Thursday. Everybody I talked to, I told them like I told them it ended. You know the shittiest part about that is, like I actively said it would be over. I said it would be over. Oh shit! That's first off, no. I said it would be over on this day, and everybody who like I told to subscribe, and nobody for a week was able to be like, dude, you said it would be over. It's still going up. Like, cause I would have just waited out of like canceled Black Ops and kept those next 4 episodes and started back up on Tuesday, like in November. But again, it's over now.
I mean,
It's
either way,
happened.
it's working. Not as intended, but it's working.
So somebody actually has been like liking. The thing is, like people have been. Somebody watched some of those videos.
Hmm.
Like I'd imagine you're one of the people. I don't know why you would watch that because you were there, but
I watched the first Black Ops video. That was it.
Well, somebody watched the second one. Two people
Hmm.
watched the second one, and they both liked it. That was the weird part. They have no idea who that could have. I will say one of the things I don't like about social media is that it doesn't reward originality. I'm sure people think it does, but it kind of doesn't. Like
No,
it doesn't
the
really
internet
reward.
purposely awards regurgitating something in a funny way.
Yeah, like it's not a matter of like, here's the thing, because like when it comes to it, I'm um I'm playing games that I have available to me that I also either kind of like or I think will be interesting. Um, but at the end of the day, like people just want to see the same. I don't get like how that's fun. You know what I mean? Because you're watching me play a game. You got punched in the head. Oh no, you didn't. Then you got punched in the head. Oh, that's right. You okay? So you actually use your suit power.
Oh
I
my
haven't had.
god, this fucker. Yeah, forgot about these guys.
Yeah. Jordan says he's in the same boat. Like when it comes to the big dudes. Yeah, like you get hit once, you kind of get. There it is. Yeah, you got hit once, and you were guaranteed to get hit the second time, man. But I will say I found like it's not hard to fight them. Like not at all. Like you web them to the point where you can beat them up. Just knock them down and then just web them to the ground. Like you don't even have to do anything like extra special. Like they can get webbed to things just like everybody else.
But I'm trying to do the crimes up here real quick. For no particular reason other than I want to.
Now, how often do I say Spider-Man should let the police handle crime? At least 6 times a day, and
I
that's
kind of
not
wish
what
Spider-Man
we
could play
do.
basketball.
And for once, that is exactly what happened. When Officer Jefferson Davis stopped a truck full of armed criminals from mowing down innocent.
Like, I wish he could like go to a park and just pick up a basketball and
Where
like
was the
basketball
Slim
mechanics
Style
that you
champion?
can use. That's
Oh,
asking for way too
Reese
much.
was one of the stories.
There are so many games
Runs
that
out
have
of an
basketball
87
goals like
but he
nearby
took a real
with
hero
balls
this
like
weekend.
to be found
Thank God Officer
that you
Davis
can't
was
play
okay,
basketball.
and that he saved all those lives in Spider-Man. Jefferson Davis, he
I ain't
was
gonna
one
lie,
of
that's
the
a stupid
coveted
suit.
angel that gets none of respect.
Like the design of it seems like Kanye West put it together. It's like the design isn't good, but because somebody famous made it, it's like because it looks like he has a baby strapped to his.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I tend to forget that you can like do the whole point line, and that's like the best way to get across rooftops very quickly. Like I think it's faster than pointing in most cases. You didn't get there fast enough, dude. What happened?
You're talking about,
You didn't get to the crime fast enough.
I didn't notice there was a crime. I was too busy.
You didn't see it on the map.
No.
1080. Need immediate backup or chase in progress. Please proceed to Spanish Harlem. Over.
Okay, you are not getting 5 stars.
Spider-Man's equilibrium would have to be damn near perfect for him to be able to swing through the air like that. That's annoying, isn't it?
A little bit.
When the cars like take a turn out of nowhere, and it's just obvious that you just missed it. You just missed it. Oh, you just not did that for the first time? Stop
Did
the car
what?
without taking damage?
No,
Stop the car without taking damage. Hmm?
I don't. Did I? I thought that was just something that came up every once in a while.
Uh-uh.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the first, yeah. The first couple times, yeah, just like punch him till you knock him down and then web him to the ground.
Gotta give that real man props. Manhattan rush hour is no joke.
Okay. You can stop in the car without taking damage. Yeah, look. I think that only comes up.
Demons are getting worse than Fisk ever was. Okay, kids. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing bullets.
Oh, pain.
Oh. I about to say, yeah, these you don't get like, you only get the number of chances there are of crimes for each thing. Like, I don't think there's a trophy
Nothing like a
like
masked menace to bring people together.
extra XP. And apparently, the $80 version we got comes with extra missions, like 3 extra missions, but I don't know what they are.
Where am I? Okay.
10:30. Armored vehicle is under attack by masked hostiles. Incident occurred in Robinson. Over.
That really hurts. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna switch back to the web suit power because it was a lot more useful.
I'll get you.
So what would have happened if I didn't do that? Would he just be trapped in there, dead?
Those men could have died.
Alright, now that's
To shut down the demons before more lives are lost.
booty shaking hoes everywhere I go.
I'm trying to think if anything else happened this week that was relevant to anything.
Yeah, fucking Bill Cosby got sentenced.
Oh yeah, that happened. That did happen.
I mean, you're not black, so it's not important to you, but I still think it's complete garbage. If, for those that don't understand, like, why I think it's complete garbage, because 60 women is too many. 60 women is too many more. Like, when I say 60 women is too many,
I mean, to be fair, if nothing else, this entire situation was meant to just send a message. It wasn't really about Bill Cosby, it was about a situation. Like, he was always going to go to jail. If that makes sense.
I'm trying to say that basically no matter what the situation was, Bill was always going to just go to jail because
Yeah,
he was too cool, he was rich and powerful.
more or less, I guess.
He was Jello pudding.
He was meant to be an example in the entire, like, situation. The entire
To be
time.
fair, he ain't the first black man that they've made a damn example out of. That's for shiggity show.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Mark Woods, would you like some butt to go with your ramen? Cow belly? Hey, Mark,
Yeah,
let's find a tree. Fuck!
you're telling me.
I tried to see if I could hear that in the, if I could hear that in the damn, the stream, but I honestly couldn't hear anything. Well, I couldn't hear us.
But no, it doesn't get picked up in stream.
Hmm?
I think if you were streaming, it would have picked it up, but no, on my stream it won't pick it up. Let me see. I need one more demon card in this area anymore.
Get you.
Goddamn! Ow! Body.
Officers are taking fire from a group of demons. Available officers move in on Garvey Park.
I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. Yeah, get up.
Demons are getting worse than Fisk ever was.
No, he keeps saying that as if it's supposed to change something.
What was that?
These guys are way worse than Fisk ever was.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He says that line weirdly. They didn't seem to program another. They didn't seem to program something else for him to say in there. Oh, gross. Oh, gross.
Ow.
I would say the one thing I think would be dope is if like you were in the middle of swinging something around, if you had to dodge, you would like throw it in, like you throw it into the air or something, or you'd still be able to swing it while dodging.
Mm-hmm.
At least, damn, you got shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I just need one more thing to throw at you.
Car doors and stuff.
It won't let me use the car doors for whatever reason. Nope. I mean, it'll let me use these car doors, just wouldn't let me use police car doors.
Okay, now you got 4 out of 5.
Demons aren't slowing down. What are they trying to accomplish?
You missed that? You did. Threw it over the damn fence like a crazy man.
Stay safe out there, officer. There's more where these came from.
To be fair, I don't have
You
control
missed.
over that.
This is Peter just out there hucking shit. Here, get your rent when you fix the damn door. You know what, Peter? Words
Peter.
can hurt. Peter? Are you watching your own stream?
Why?
Are you watching your stream?
No. Why?
I can ask questions.
I just like to think that there's reasons for the question.
Yeah, but I don't have to give you those reasons.
No, you don't have to.
Are you streaming?
Hmm?
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
You want some free advertisement?
Do what?
You want some free sponsorship?
No.
I do.
Because I'm not a fucking tool.
I am. The fuck? I'm trying to get paid. The fuck you talking?
Pizza.
You out here living the life. I'm broke as a motherfucker. I'm trying to get paid. I'll endorse anything. I'll endorse crack. Look at fuck. Tyrone's crack. The best crack since fuck it.
What do you mean?
There's a deal that you can get 2 for 10, and wings are on here, so you can just get 2 orders of wings for $10. You want?
I guess?
They have buffalo wings, or you can have pizza. I was suggesting.
I mean, I'm fine with pizza.
Okay. I just thought I would give you an option. They have 2 medium pizzas for $11.98. Do you want your own medium pizza?
Sure.
Okay.
You ever got a small from Papa John's?
No.
It's a very small pizza.
Demons aren't
And
just
then you like it well done.
Like when I say it's a very small pizza,
You would
it's
like
a
light
personal
sauce.
pan basically.
Mm-hmm.
You would like regular cheese.
What other kinds of cheese are there?
There's 3 cheese blend, and then there's extra cheese.
Well, I'd rather have 3 cheese unless it costs extra.
I know.
Okay.
I thought I was touching.
Okay.
What kind of
You can
meats?
never taste the different
Want the
cheeses.
grilled chicken meats? The pepperoni meats?
What other kind of meats are there?
There's the pepperoni, beef, left beef, none pizza. Like
Is there fish?
meat. Spicy
Is fish an
Italian
option?
sausage, regular sausage, anchovies, Canadian bacon, salami, and beef.
I think I want either salami and pepperoni or something. Can I have more than one topping, or
You get, I think it's 1 topping?
if it's one topping, I guess pepperoni.
Okay. I think it's 1 topping.
Well, that's boy. But that's fair.
If you want a veggie too?
Does it cost extra? Because if so,
I don't
no.
know, I haven't found out yet. It just said create your own, and it says 2 toppings. For some reason. There's mushrooms, green olives, pineapple, onions, black olives, jalapeno, banana peppers, green peppers, and onions. There's a lime and an avocado and sushi.
But
Do
do I want what?
you want any of those veggies?
Uh,
Wait, why is pineapple on the veggie list? I hate this.
Because there's no fruit. It'd be the only
eat
fruit in the
this.
fruit list.
yeah, it would be the only fruit in the fruit list.
You know what? With that being said, though, they could easily
Sush,
make like a pita
tomato,
crust and make like a dessert
mellow.
pizza that's just like fresh fruit.
I don't think I want those. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't want to. I don't want to.
okay, I want my pizza now. I got it square cut and well done for you.
Okay.
And light sauce.
Good light sauce.
Good light sauce.
The light sauce. As opposed to the dark sauce.
This is one of my labs that
veggies
monitors water quality. Any nasty stuff gets in, it tells you. I wanted to check on it myself, but
See, Harry's not telling me something. I hope he's okay.
Who's screaming?
Alga's already killed.
You just hear him screaming on your own.
Stop it. It'll work its way up the food chain fast.
Hmm?
It
They
said
whipped up a virus that'll attack me at Harry's lab. We need to sample the algae to make it work. Gotta get to the lake
I was gonna
instead.
check and see if they had for chichen or something. Maybe some chichen.
Got it. Crack the cell walls. The only way I can do that in time is with
There's that
G-force.
6
A quick and dirty way to apply G-forces jump off a tall building. The tallest one around is Oscorp. I wish I could do this.
Is there any
in
kind of
lab.
deals?
That one that we just did was a deal.
Okay.
I probably did take up. I mean, before I submit, I have to charge 40. So. Oh no!
What?
Why are you $14? Why are you $14? Before
Jump the gun.
discount. What did I add that made it $14? You're supposed to be 12. What happened? Why did you forsake me? Is it just because there's no supposed to be
Got nervous, I guess.
It's probably there's only supposed to be one topping.
I mean, there's only one topping.
Did you get a vegetable?
I got pepperoni for you, mushroom for me.
Oh, I don't know.
It says $14. Is it because I'm trying to deliver? I'm not delivering. What's happening? I'm gonna leave it and just see what the deal actually says.
Okay, so I'm going to have to get a lot higher than that.
Two medium, one topping pizzas. That is what it says. I have to pee. I know it's not tax.
Well, after I finish this mission, I will stop the stream and converse with you about this thing.
Now I just have to do it again. I am not eager to repeat that. But I have to. Got low enough.
I'm not trying to.
turn this loose. There. And it's tailored to the toxic algae, like her normal plant life. Which is good, because a park without plants is just a vacant lot.
Well, that's a good way to end the stream, I suppose.